Whoa, my God will deliver me. He will deliver me. Cleopatra said, la lula le. My God will deliver me. He will deliver. Ladies, come sing. My God is amazing. I know He will deliver me. He will deliver. Ladies, inspiring. My God, He is faithful. I know He will deliver me. He will deliver.
Yeah, man, this is Cleopatra. It's a mess of the Queen. It's a mess. Invigorates and inspired. It's a mess. Yeah, man, she came and she saw. Yeah, she was a coward, but she conquered. It's a mess. It's a come join. The inspiration and the edification. It's a mess with the tips of humor. It's a mess. Endorsed by ladies. It's a mess. Uplifting and inspiring, you know. This is original Little Kirk. Say, hey, Cleopatra, them can't hold it down no time. Good over evil. Set it. Or it never yet pets it. Hey, the beauty queen, you know, straight, you know. Cleopatra, whoa, oh, oh, yeah. Most I bless you, oh. True, yeah. Beauty queen. Don't them in the scene now, yeah. Cleopatra, tell them can't hold Pacha down. You see the most I alone him with a triple crown. You can't hold Cleopatra down. She keep burning them with words, powers and a sound. Oh, you can't hold Pacha down. At least I see us thing, this at no merry-go-round. No merry-go-round. Them can't hold her down, yeah. Check it out, you see the most I clear our path right now, session and just a shot of yourself, yeah. Him give her a clean hands and
Greetings and blessings. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Brother Mado, and I'm here simply to endorse something I became a part of. It's a program called Uplifting and Inspiring. And the words that grabbed me was the bit which says, your concerns concern us, together we conquer. This is a live program that is hosted by an African queen called Cleopatra, right? Where she discusses and talks to people who does exactly that, uplift and inspire. So tune in to all the social media platforms. It's Sundays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Support the thing, because I believe in this new rearranged world, when people are doing anything that uplifts and inspires, it needs to be supported. So Brother Mado, aka Father Soji, from the Qualitex crew, fully endorses this program. Check it out. Uplifting and inspiring. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, this is Cleopatra. It's a mess of the Queen. It's a mess. Invigorates and inspired. It's a mess. Yeah, man, she came and she saw. Yeah, she was a coward.
Yes, welcome everybody back to Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring. It's Sunday, Storytime Sundays. As you know, today our special guest will be joining us later on. And as you see on the screen, we will be talking about culture and relationships. What are your thoughts? Does culture have an impact on today's relationships? Are you directly affected by this topic, culture and relationship? Do you know someone who has been affected or is going through culture and relationship? Do they clash? We want to hear what are your views today. Have you ever been at your wit's end and you feel that you're all alone and there is no one there to help you? Do you know that you're not alone? Have you ever thought about who will inspire you or what an inspiration can do? Well, let me tell you something. I have been there, but here I am today to uplift and inspire you and to help you to get your mind, body, and soul intact and to speak out because you have power within you, helping you to get you out of your valley experience. What I want you to do, I want you right now, for those of you who have joined us, you know what time it is. I want you, if you know someone, or if you've been through what we're talking or what we'll be talking about today, feel free to drop your comments and let us know. Participate. It's a two-way street, all right? It's not a one-way flow. With that being said, I will be going back to a quick commercial break. All right.
Whoa, my God will deliver me. He will deliver me. Cleopatra said, La lula le. My God will deliver me. He will deliver. Ladies, come sing. My God is amazing. I know He will deliver me. He will deliver. Ladies inspiring. My God, He is faithful. I know He will deliver me. He will deliver.
The very first time, we welcome you with love. This is a space that you want to be in to feel comfortable. You know, you can share your views, anything, and just know that your concerns concern us, and together we conquer. Are you looking for a safe haven? How was your week this week? What's going on with you? How is today? How has your day been so far? I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I know it's a hurricane season. It's up on us, and a lot of countries or places are being affected. If you are, you can let us know what's going on in your area as it relates to the hurricane, you know, while we warm up and break the ice, waiting for our special guest to join us. What's going on in your neck of the woods? Have you already stocked up on food? Are you directly being affected by the hurricane or tropical storms, tropical waves, whatever? What's going on? Come on, guys. Where are my conquerors are today? Where are my conquerors? I just want to also say shout out to my top fans, top sharer, top supporter. Shana K is one. Mr. David Morgan, shout out. And I think Regina, those are our top three. And I think we had a gentleman, I think his name was Winston. He's our newest top fan. You know, I just want to shout you guys out, let you know that we appreciate you. I want to recognize you. And thank you for those who have left reviews on the Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring page to let us know what we're doing and if there's any improvement, if there's anything that you'd like for us to do for you or others. All right, feel free to always leave your reviews on the page. All right, so right now, culture. What is culture? What is culture? Let me start off with asking, what is culture? Anybody? All right, so I'm just going to use the dictionary first and, you know, to explain what culture is. So from the dictionary, it states that culture is a custom, a type of custom, a social institution or achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group. For example, the Caribbean culture, you know, what are we used to? What are, you know, how were we raised? What are some of the norms or customs, things that we're accustomed to be doing, you know? That's what we call culture. That's a part of one's culture. And if you should ask me, I think culture is something that is also within a culture. You have like subculture. So that's like a culture within a culture, right? Would anybody agree? Right? That's what I would say as well. All right, so let's jump over and talk about relationship. What is a relationship? Anybody? Okay, I guess the mic is still in my hand. So again, I will go to the dictionary and I will say what it says about a relationship. So a relationship, it says, is a way in which two or more concepts, objects, people are connected. So there's a connection or the state of being connected. It could be by marriage, friendship. I mean, these are some of the examples, you know, work, relationship, right? You have a relationship with your boss. That's work, right? You have a relationship with your partner, business partner, relationship, right? You have a relationship with a friend, socially, right? You have a relationship with your spouse. That's a relationship, right? With your children, your pastors, your leaders, right? That's a relationship. I have a relationship with you. You're my conquerors, right? You call that a relationship. All right, so we're going to tie in culture with relationship today. Let me ask, how many people are single today? How many people are single? I am. Hi, Sanjay. Welcome to Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring. Haven't seen you or spoken to you in a while, but you know we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Come on, guys. You know I'm always bubbly no matter what the tides, okay? How is everything in Jamaica? Before I even get into what I was about to say, if you're on here, Sanjay, is a hurricane. Are you being affected by any tropical storm, any hurricane threat? What's going on in Jamaica? Where you at? Let us know. Hi, Looney. How are you, my darling? Okay, there you go, my girlfriend. How are you? Where are you? Are you being affected by any tropical storm watch or anything like that? I know some people in the Caribbean are, based on the trend of the hurricane right now. All right, so I guess, okay. Awesome. So today's topic, I will reiterate if you're just joining us for the very first time. Awesome. Great. Awesome. I hope that you enjoy your day. I'm not too much into the July 4th thing, but for those of you who are celebrating, you know, be safe. Happy July 4th to you. I almost forgot that. Excuse my manners. Yes, I'm just trying to gel with you today until my special guest join me. So I was just talking about culture and relationship and how culture affects our relationship today. Okay, and like I said, it could be in a marriage or, you know, what you call that, like a common law relationship, work relationship, church relationship. We're going to be looking at all these different relationships, but at the end, we're actually going to narrow it down to our relationship with our other half, our fiance, our spouse, our partner, whatever you call it. All right. So like I was saying, that everybody who works, you have a relationship with probably with your coworkers, with your boss, some type of way. If you go to church, you have a relationship with your church members, with your pastor, your bishop, whoever your leader is, right? That's a relationship. Right? So there are different types of relationship. Now, what are you accustomed to as it relates to your culture? You know, what kind of relationship do you have with these people? Have you ever thought about it? You know, some people go to work, they don't really mingle. They just go to work to get their work done and leave and go home, right? Right, Looney? You know, some people just go to church to worship and praise, and they're back out of it. They're gone home, right? While some, they have a rapport, they may have Bible study, they're connected with a Bible study in church. You know, they may attend other services, just not the one day attending, whether it be Saturday or Sunday or whatever day of the week. But yeah, those are relationships. You have a connection with people, right? So what are you customary to be doing in your relationships? Do you have rules in your relationship? Do you have standards that you set? You know, what are the principles? You know, how you do things, procedures, what? So these are some of the things that we will be highlighting today. All right, so for me, whenever I go into a relationship, and it doesn't matter what kind of relationship, it could be any of the above that I mentioned earlier, I would consider myself to be very loyal, faithful, right? I give it my best shot. I've learned over time to compromise, you know. These are some of the things that you would think about when you're in a relationship, right? Sometimes you have to give up your rights, kind of, to disagree to agree, right? And I would say that would be a part of compromise, you know. And sometimes you have to lose to win. Sometimes you have to give up some relationships in order to, you know, maintain your being, so to speak, your sanity, and just move on, right? Doesn't matter. Like I said, there are different kinds of relationship, but you know, the norm is, for me, is to be faithful, you know, loyal, committed. Yeah. Sometimes I can be a little bit stubborn, but like I said, I'm learning to compromise, to listen. Listening is key in any relationship, you know. And as it relates to customs, now, You know, for example, in Jamaica, the work ethic is different from here in America. So, for example, when I first started to work in this country, I worked in a financial aid office, and working among diversified people, people from all walks of life, different culture, it was a little bit of a culture shock for me. You know, I'm used to the hospitality, the warmth back home, and you know, people would not normally have to know you to build, you know, some kind of friendship or, you know, relationship, or, you know, even to talk to you back home. But in this country, I realized that it was way different. So culture shock hit me when I first started to work in this country in the workplace. You know, I also remember when I tried to make suggestions of how to implement in order for the workload to be lighter or to be more efficient, so to speak, you know, being efficient and effective, it was pushed away. It was pushed aside. And it was like, okay, this is how we do it. You understand? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. That kind of thing. And I was offended, to be honest. I was offended, right? But I learned that one thing my grandma, may her soul rest in peace, that's my maternal grandmother, I always hear her have a saying that goes, when you go to Rome, you do like the Romans do. I didn't really understand that until I left my home country where I was used to certain things and come to another country, which, you know, is considered a first world country as opposed to a third world country. And to know that egocentrism plays a part as well. You know, that really hit me really hard. And then that was when the saying came alive in my head. When you go to Rome, you do like the Romans do. And for me, I'm just sharing my story, is that I've also learned to act the fool, to play the fool sometimes, to act like I don't know in order to learn more. I don't know if this has ever happened to anybody before, but for me personally, I've learned to sometimes just be quiet and not say anything and, you know, learn as much as I can. Because what I've also found out in the workplace here, my experience, that is not necessarily someone else's experience, is that when you act like you know it all or you know a lot, they try to kind of sidestep you, overlook you. So I learned that really quick. And I just wanted to share that. You know, topic today, again, if you're just joining us for the very first time, we welcome you to our space. And I hope that you will always come back. And I hope that we will leave an indelible mark on you. You will learn something. You'll feel inspired at the end of the show, or uplifted, you know, motivated or edified in some way or of a sort. All right. So that's what we do. We're here to help others also. If we can't help you, we try to find the resources to help you or channel you to somewhere that you can get the help that you need. All right. So your concerns concern us. Together we conquer. That is our motto over here at Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring. As you know, it's the Queen Cleopatra. That's me, that's she, that's her, the person who never quits, who's been through a lot, but is standing here in front of the world today to tell her story, to also help someone to get them out of their valley experience. All right. Again, just think about it. Like I said, we're waiting for our special guest to join us. And I am going to use this time to take another quick break, and you can just share in the meantime, let others know that we're on, and we have a great topic today. Does culture have an impact on today's relationship? All right.
Through the fire, through the rain, and I live to love again. Hi, this is Sean.
My God will deliver me. He will deliver me. Cleopatra said, la lula le.
I've got news for you, I've got news for you. Been through the fire, through the rain, and I live to love again. Hi, this is Shalom, and I'm asking you to be tuned in to the Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring program on Sundays, 4 p.m. Listen, your hosts are Queen Cleopatra and Talisa. Keep it locked right here. Shalom, says so.
Whoa, my God will deliver me.
Okay, guys, welcome back. My God will deliver me. I just love that song, courtesy of Lady Flame, the Flame. My God will deliver me. You know, even in your deepest rut, He will come through for you. He will deliver you. I'm not sure if you're hearing me or seeing me. You know, sometimes we have the technical glitches, itches, but nonetheless, that will not deter us from speaking today. All right, again, welcome back. And the topic we're discussing today, does culture have an impact on today's relationships? Are you going through this? Do you know someone who has gone through, you know, any relationship issues and how culture has impacted their relationship in one way or the other? Or are they going through it now and they just want to hear what others have been through? Another thing that we want to look at today, which is going to be the meat of the matter, is our own race. You know, our men moving away from the Black community to engage in relationships with other women from other communities, from other cultures. That's going to be the meat of our matter today. Like I said, we're just here chit-chatting about the relationship with culture and relationships and how it has an impact on any one person or a group of people. And before I have shared my story, how culture shock got me when I first started working in this country, because like I said, a relationship doesn't necessarily have to be with a partner. It could also be with your workplace, with your boss, with your co-workers, in school, with your peers, also in churches, with your leaders, with your church members, and you know, other arenas. So we're not limiting relationship, but we're only going to be focusing mostly on how the men in our culture or our race, how are they reacting to the woman? And is there a cause and effect? Where is it the cause of the woman, why these men are moving away to other cultures to find women to be with? Is it that we're too aggressive? Is it that we're just too strong-willed? Or is it that we're not willing to compromise? Is it that we're just hard-headed, stubborn, and not willing to give up something for, you know, are we not submissive enough for them? We want to hear what is it that are your thoughts today on this topic. All right. So what I'm doing in the meantime, I'm trying to get in touch with my guest. Looks like she's running a bit late. And what I'm also doing, what I'm asking you to do is to share. I am sharing. So I'm using this time to share. I'm also going to be playing some music just to lively up the place. I don't like boring. So I will just, while I'm doing this, I'll just play a song.
My God will deliver me. He will deliver. My God will deliver me. He will deliver. Ladies, come see. My God is amazing. I know He will deliver me. He will deliver. Ladies, inspiring. My God, He is faithful. I know He will deliver me. He will deliver. Ladies, come see. No matter how high the mountain, no matter how rough the sea, no matter how high the valley, God will deliver. Ladies, inspiring. No matter how high the mountain, no matter how rough the sea, no matter how high the valley, my God will deliver me. My God is amazing. I know He will deliver. He will deliver. Ladies, inspiring. My God is faithful. I know He will deliver me. He will deliver. Do your part. When doctors tell you that the sick can't get better, when bills are piling up, just start to feel the when me say just go on your knees and my God, you any disease. There's power in the Almighty. Just breathe and take up the Bible. My God, He is faithful. I know He will deliver me.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You hear my voice? Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can. My God,
Seems as if my phone is a little too high.
Go down. I'm gonna open it.
Jolene, leave your phone a minute.
Okay, guys, as you know, that's the anthem. Each week, I know I'm hearing myself. Do you have the live stream with you, Sharon?
If I have the,
Are you live or someone?
I'm just on the live, the link you sent me.
Right, but it's someone live. I don't know.
No.
Hi, Miss Sonia. Hi, Mom. How are you? Are you hearing an echo? I just want to know if my voice echo.
Your voice sounds like you're underwater.
Okay. Hello?
Yes.
Can
you
you please?
All right. Okay.
Hello, guys. Okay, there we go. All right, so we realized where the problem was coming from. Okay, again, welcome back. If you're joining us for the very first time, we welcome you with open arms, with love, guys, my conquerors. You know how we do it over here. Your concerns concern us, and together we conquer. We do what we got to do. We don't pay attention to the crowd. We don't pay attention to the noise. We just do it. All right, you got to have that courage. Courage is from within. You got to do you. Do what makes you happy, right? And also can benefit the mass somehow, you know? All right, and today, again, we're talking about culture and relationship. How does culture affect our relationship? Are our Black men moving away to other cultures? Or are they still here with us? Is it because our Black women are too independent? Are we just not submissive enough for them? What is it? We want to know. So that is what we're discussing today. Last week, we spoke about what was happening in Jamaica, culture. We spoke about, current affairs. We spoke about Uber being in Jamaica last week. We spoke about the baby that was found in the bushes. And we spoke about, what else did we speak about? We just spoke about what was happening. But this week we're going to be talking about how one thing or the other may affect you, which is culture and relationship. Welcome back, Miss Sharon. Welcome back to Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring. This time I'm not getting an echo, so hopefully we will not have that throughout. And everything will go smoothly. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, fine. Thank you, Queen.
All right, what's going on in your neck of the woods? I know a lot of places they're experiencing tropical depression or tropical storm. I'm not sure. I was asking the viewers earlier if they are being affected, I guess probably today is a slow day. Also, July 4th, a lot of people may be out and about. But I just want to say, be safe while you're doing that. We're still here. Show is still happening. Doesn't matter. July 4th, never forward, whatever. Ladies, Uplifting and Inspiring is live. Don't keep us a secret. Please share us with somebody. Tell somebody about us and the things that we're doing to change lives in the community. All right. So, Ms. Sharon, how are you doing today? How is your day going so far? Share with us, probably 5 minutes or less, what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Cleo, I am blessed, Queen. I'm blessed. I can truly say that I'm blessed. I woke up this morning. I have life. I chose whether or not I should have breakfast, which I didn't. I kind of did a little mini fasting.
Yes.
And but one thing I can tell you though, there's an alarming sign out there.
Yes.
Where the shelves are empty.
Okay.
The shelves are empty, and I don't know what this is saying. I know they're saying that all this stuff is being held at the warehouse and they can't find drivers, and it's more than that.
It is more than that, because as you rightly said, I saw a post this week in a group that I am on WhatsApp that in England, there's a big news that there's shortage of food in England. So I told people famine is coming. I don't know for how long, but if you can start stocking up on food, we're saying it loud and bold and clear today to you. It's not a conspiracy theory. It is what is coming. We gotta be woke. All right.
Yes, my girlfriend is have a funeral. One of my heartbeat have a funeral this week, and some friends are here from Jamaica, and I run to the store to find a pair of shoes for her, and there's nothing there, Cleo. Nothing in the stores, really, nothing. Okay.
I think it's gonna boil down to those who can buy even after this from those who can sell. All of these things are coming.
Something is out there. Something is out there. And by right, you and I as mothers, if we're going through stuff inside the house that hurt us, we don't want our children to see us cry. Because they're gonna be scared. They're not gonna be able to perform, and that's the responsibility of the government, not to scare the people. But something is out there.
Something is coming. Something. I don't know if it's a big whale or if it's a small fish. I don't know. But you're ready to swim. You understand? Even if it's to hold on to a straw for dear life. But yes, thank you so much for sharing that.
I'm sorry, sister. I don't mean to cut you, but I want to announce it to the world out there. Guys, if you're not in a church, go and join one.
Amen. Amen.
Go and join one.
Amen.
If you're not joining it for Jesus, joining it for a plate of food. And when you start eating the plate of food, then I guess you would know that that food comes from Christ. But if you're not in a church, join one. The church is going to be empty too.
Yes.
But for now, when this crisis starts, it's very few places the food is going to go to, and the church is going to be one. Join a church.
Yes.
Because remember, if you don't put your feet early enough, the pastor christens children first.
That's right.
Members who he have and have seen over the years, and he wouldn't be wrong to do that, to make sure that they get their green rice first. Find a church.
Exactly.
Okay.
Great advice right there, Miss Sharon. Thank you so much for sharing. I back you 1,000%. A lot of people, because of pride, will say, "Oh, church this," or nobody don't want to be seen at church line getting some food or free food, which is oftentimes good food, right? Depending on where you're at. So take this foolish advice, guys, and join a church. Like you said, it's not even for Christ, it's for what is coming to help you and your family. A lot of us, we're not working. A lot of us, we don't have a lot of savings put one aside for emergency or even food. So I would say take this foolish advice. So
And
let's
to be
get
clear, again, don't mean to cut you. Before we switch, make sure you tell them what your church, where your church is, that they can reach out to you to join with you, and I'll tell them where mine is.
well, the church that where I'm at right now, I'm still a member of a church in New York, which is Temple of Restoration. Right now, I just do online technically right now, but I'm still affiliated with a church, and I still throw my tithes, here and there wherever I can, or offering. So at least I'm connected somewhere. So for those of you who are in the New York area, the Temple of Restoration, and those of you who are here, I'm also connected with Evangelist Maxine, Touching Lives Ministries. You can find them on Facebook here as well. Also, Apostle Thompson, aka Papa San. I am, a part of what his ministry does as well. And just reach out, guys. Just reach out. You understand? Don't abuse the system. I must tell you, don't abuse the system. Just be mindful about others. All right. And that's it from me. So you could go ahead, Miss Sharon, and then we're gonna chit chat a little bit about people robbing from people and get into the topic real quick.
That's right. Okay, quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly, guys. I started out from City of Faith in the Bronx, Pastor Reed, and White 3457 White Plains Road. Right. Great guy. He's a little strict, the old-fashioned pastor. But if you want the old-fashioned words, that's where I started from. I vented out here to Pennsylvania, where I searched for churches and I couldn't find one. The one I'm comfortable in is Peckville Assembly of God. Peckville Assembly of God is very connected, guys. Very connected. You're talking about food. You don't have place to put food right now. Okay. You're talking about good encouragement, friendliness, and a good word. Okay. So that's Peckville Assembly of God on Route 6 of Carbondale Highway. All right. So if you are in my area and you want to find a church, reach out.
As on that note, a lot of people would think that tithing, the pastors are robbing them, but hey, we have other people on the ground who are robbing us blind. Giving is also, another good deed, good act. And, like myself, I was scammed out of 300 US recently, 3 months ago. Still today, I haven't gotten my money back. So definitely I can officially call it a scam. You heard me talking about it before, Miss Sharon and whoever has been on our lives before. And I'm just saying, even in this time, that could either help me to buy some more food to stock up on, or to even donate to someone who doesn't have it. It's not nice when you go around taking people's money and then telling lies and telling your lies and your mouth filled with lies and, snag a post. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
Okay, so snag a post. But Sister Claire.
Yes.
You are from Jamaica and I am from Jamaica. We know that name has an action behind it. Mm-hmm. Street name. If they call you press a foot, that means your feet is big.
Oh, so you're saying that the nickname is for a reason, right?
If they call you cow, that means that you're gigantic. Right? If they call you dog, you know what that means.
Right.
If they call you snuggapuss, it means something.
Snuggapuss. Okay. I didn't even look at it like that, at first. But that's a good point. A very, very valuable point. I didn't even think about it like that. I was looking way past that. But like I said, a puss, you put butter down, puss gonna steal it, right?
But if they give you that name, in Jamaica, it's the reason why they give you that name. It's the reason why they give you name Rat. I know a Zagarat when I was growing up, right? And I personally did not encourage that. Mind you, I wasn't saved all my life, yes. But I knew well enough not to buy $500 dress at that time from Zagarat. Okay, because she didn't own a store.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Right.
But she got that name, Zagarat. Zagarat, I love you, girl, wherever you are. But, that's the name, Zagarat. It's a reason.
Hold on.
It's a
As we're just gonna take a few minutes before we dive right into the topic. And give a synopsis of what we're going to be talking about today. But yeah, we're having a little chit chat here, a little moment of chit chat. And as you mentioned, I remember this girl called oh my God, what was her name again? Kitty Cat or Pussy Cat, right? I'll say Kitty Cat for the air, but it was Pussy Cat. And I remember 3 of us went into a store. I was looking for an outfit for, Christmas concert at work. I used to be at the bank and we had our Christmas concert. So I went into this store off Constant Spring Road in Kingston, Jamaica. I was looking for an outfit. So she was among us there. I had a lotion. I just trust. Take it another word. How would I put it? On credit from other girl who was my hairdresser. I had it in my bag, and can I tell her that by the time we were about to leave out of the store, Kitty Cat take out the lotion out of my bag and say, to buy the lotion. So like you said, that just reminded me that sometimes nicknames, it comes from somewhere, and Snuggapuss, I'm gonna keep on saying it until you send my money back. You can't rob from God's pitney. You cannot do that. Can't take my money and then telling lies that you send package when you don't even have my address to send the package to. And I didn't even ask you to send any more products, because after a month when you didn't send it, I told you to send my money back. You told me that $300 is not money, that's monkey money, and you had $200 and you were about to purchase the other 100 to send it to me. I have proof of all of that. You need to send my money. I'm not spreading a propaganda or defaming anyone's character about Snuggapuss, the artist, the herbal man. Send me back my 300 US. You already have my name. That's enough to send back my US to me. 300 to be exact.
Okay, sis, loud and clear. But I was speaking to someone the other day, and we were joking about the same thing, and they know Snuggapuss, and they said, but I didn't know he was like that. He's one of my family members, knows him very well. He sells on the street that they live. So at this point, as a mediator, I would like, because sometimes people go in bargain and deals, and he took the $300 to mail the things to you. Maybe the expense that it's gonna cost to mail it to you.
I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm not even gonna entertain that. 300 US. I've purchased stuff from Jamaica. Hi, Karine. Welcome to Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring. We're here chit-chatting a little bit before we get into the topic, as you can see on the screen. Now, Sharon, I'm not even going to entertain that. 300 US. I know the prices for the products on the ground. Okay, the person who recommended me to him, I have an idea. If you take 50 US, remember, I have gotten stuff mailed to me, and I'm talking about like puddings. I'm talking about like regular letter package. Okay. And if you should FedEx it, 50 US is good enough to send off the package. You still have a 250 US dollars, which is converted to Jamaican dollars, almost 30,000 Jamaican dollars, to send me quite a sum of, quite a quantity of products. So that's no excuse. No excuse.
I understand that. I'm not trying to but we want to find a way that, probably...
The way that I need to find is for him to send my money back. That's just the only way right now. I'm not even entertaining any other argument. The person who you said knows him, I have made my posts, and a lot of people were saying the same thing. They've known him for over 30 years, etc. But when I showed them the proof and everything, they even got mad and say I gave him too much time. You understand what I'm saying? If I order products from you, you give me dates, and dates, turn dates and dates, and no package, and eventually said, okay, enough is enough. Just send me back my money. I think that's fair enough.
I would like to call Snuggapuss. I would like to call him and talk to him as a sister and hear what he have to say.
You see, and this is, and you know what? I'm going to tie that right now into our topic. Like I mentioned, relationships and culture doesn't have to just do with your spouse or your partner or, your fiance. Relationship could be even business. That was a relationship in the sense that, I reached out to him. Someone recommended him to me to be on the show. That was good to have him on the show to talk about, his herbal products, which would give him, more exposure, whether or not he was already big, yes or no, you still would have exposure. People would be more knowledgeable about stuff that they weren't before. And also, I was thinking of purchasing the products to take myself and to even sell. You understand what I'm saying? Which would still help his business in any event. That was a relationship that went sour. You understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, I did even give one person who was saying the same thing, that I didn't know him to be that kind of person. And when they called him, they realized that he's playing monkey games.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So what I'm talking about here is real life situation. That's my hard-earned $300. Come on now. I'm not going to let my $300 go like that. I have children who need to eat. And you're going to be wrong and strong and telling lies. No, come on now. You're going overboard.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's culture. What kind of people are we dealing with? Honest people, because like I mentioned before you came on, that there are certain attributes that come with, culture and the impact it has on relationships, because I mentioned, for those who are just joining, just to recap in a minute, that when I first started my first job in the United States, it was culture shock. Culture shock hit me. It was different. It was not warm and hospitable environment like it was in Jamaica. The work ethic was different. When I tried to make suggestions to implement strategies that would make the work more efficient and effective, it was pushed aside. I would have heard all different kinds of negative remarks about Jamaicans and what Jamaicans can do from what they can do. You understand what I'm saying? But that was a kind of relationship, but I still never allowed that to deter me. I remember when my grandmother used to say, when you go Rome, you do like the Romans do. So I let it apply at that moment. That's when I really understood what that meant. So, all that we're saying here right now is tying in to our topic today, but we're actually going to narrow it down to relationship, as in an intimate relationship. Are our Black men moving away from our Black women and going to other cultures? Or is it because of the Black woman's behavior, attitude, not being submissive enough, not being compromising, not being able to talk to her? She's just stubborn, or she's just too independent. That's what we're talking about today. And we would like to hear your feedback. You know what to do. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Please feel free to participate. We like when you participate. Your concerns concern us. Remember, together we conquer. Ms. Sharon, what do you have to say?
Well, that's a huge thing for me, Claire. One of the things that I do know, it's a very, very broad perspective.
Okay.
Very broad.
Right, but we're going to narrow it down though to the
right. Yes. So we already know the damage to the Black culture from day one. We already know that our women were the women that every other woman in the world tried to emulate. Okay, where our figure, even if we don't have any shape, our parents taught us how to girdle and fit and walking styles and all of that. When that was happening, men used to go home and ask mommy for her daughter, and have to work very hard to get her daughter. Where are those days? Where is those days gone? I am hurt. I'm broken by what is happening in our culture. To the point, Claire, to the point where I personally, and I'm speaking this, I'm not prejudiced one bit. I have no anything in me about different cultures, but I personally would not marry a white man. Why? Not because of slavery or all of that, but because of my pride. And I know that I have so much to offer a good Black man. You understand? And I would want that to go back to my country and my heritage. That's your
culture. You're trying to back, yes.
Right. But at the same time, Cleo, I told my daughter when she turned 25 and girl well kept, and she said, I think I want to start dating by the time I'm 26.
Yes.
And you know, I encourage her earlier on to look into different culture. I'm here with you. Anything you want to know, ask me. Don't kiss anybody. Don't blah blah blah. You just need to know, you know, how men react. You understand what I mean? But
Right.
anyway, by the time she was 26, she wanted, you know, and when she started looking around in her culture, it was scary for her.
Right.
I said to her, my daughter, I hate to tell you this, but because to save you from bottering around and get hurt and damaging your self-esteem, I would rather to see you date an older white man.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what was the reason behind that? I
Okay.
mean, other than just being
Okay.
battered or
The reason, all right.
abused.
The reason behind that is probably the black man is saying the same thing about us. But the reason behind that was because the white guys were more provided for growing up. They were raised more in a family setting. Okay, not
Oh,
because they're better than a black
culture.
man.
So that goes
Yeah,
back to culture. Okay.
right. So they were more raised in a family setting. So even if they don't like their woman, once they start having children and all of that, they
Okay.
will do anything to keep their family structured.
Right.
You
I
see?
think it's important for one to first find out if you're going to go cross culture. I think one of the most important research or your own investigation to do is to find out what are the norms, values, or beliefs in that particular group of people to see if it is something that you can align with or you can, give up to. It's like you're losing to win. Are you willing to give up certain of your norms to accept his or her norm to make it work in a relationship? So I think these are things that we have to navigate through first before getting into the relationship, and then turmoil starts. What do you think?
And then, Claire, it perfectly so. That was very hard for us to do because every guy she date, I date them with her. You understand what I mean? She tells me,
So you're not,
how,
so you're like the mother hen. So you would be considered like the mother hen then.
because I have the experience. I don't want to see my daughter get hurt. So I'll tell her what to listen to, how that person respond to her, what is the interest, the first interest that person have. You get what I mean?
But don't you think
And
that can also have an adverse effect where you're too overly it becomes an overprotection, and it could hurt where you're not giving her the autonomy to step out as her own lady?
well, Claire, I know what I had to work with. Remember, I have two girls, and the same thing did not go for the other girl. You see, she was very protective of herself. You see what I mean? She was very, like the word is protective. You see, she kept herself in home. She shared with me. She talked to me. She told me what her interest was, and I worked with her. Again, it wasn't the best thing or the most easiest thing for me to encourage her to marry another culture. But the fact that the experience that she was having, trying to date her own culture, it would have cost her pain. It would have cost her, I don't want to go too far in her privacy,
No,
but
no.
I'm telling you,
I
it would have cost
understand.
her pain.
But sometimes too, all we have to do is to just teach them and let them go. Let them even make a decision for themselves as well. I understand
Yeah,
that.
she was too delicate for that. She was too careful and delicate for that.
Okay, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, hey, again, how does culture affect relationship? That's your relationship with your daughter. That's one type of relationship, and you're trying to um, kind of teach her or show her, certain things that can happen. But I would say that not everybody may experience the same thing within their own race in terms of having a relationship with their own kind. So, I understand teaching her, but I would think letting her go to do her own after you teaching her, at least she learns something from you, so as to probably look out for the red flags, etc. I'm just saying.
Of course, again, Claire, she was not the type of material to go into something get a bad experience and learn how to overcome it.
Yeah, but how and when is she gonna learn to get tough? At what point is she gonna get tough?
Well, she's a tough woman, I can tell you. She's a special education teacher right now in Philadelphia. She's a tough woman. And I'm not telling you that this is something that I was proud of. I'm not telling you that this is something that I'm happy that I did, because it comes with its own struggle by blending in that culture and to merging. It's a hard work too. But at the end,
is she in a relationship today?
Pardon me?
Is that individual in a relationship today?
Well, the first man she dates to that level is her husband and the father of her children, and they're doing a marvelous job together now.
Awesome. That's what we want to hear.
That's right. Marvelous job together. She's always been a Christian, you know, even when she wasn't, she was, because that's how she kept herself. You know, she was the type of child who, if she was in debates and all of that stuff, and I'm in America, and if she's going to hike, she would call me and tell me that she's going hiking, what time she's expected home. Just a different kid. So she's not better than any other children, but I saw that if I had allow her to get her own experience, as you say, when she already asked my help, if I should just shove her off and say, no, I would have damages today. So I pray about it, and whatever, like I said, came with its struggles.
Yes.
But we've been through the ropes, okay, and they are okay today. Now, about us Black women now, as with our Black men.
Okay.
For me, I think it's just for the same reason why I have to tell my child to do that. For us with our Black man, it's nothing but a brainwash.
Explain.
When I say a brainwash, it is. Okay, so all right. I know that most of us Black women, we are smart and hardworking and all of that, right? And our man will know that. He know that he will come home to a home where the table is set and his food is well presented and his house is clean and all of that. Yet still that is not enough for him, because men were born with that libido where they was born, whether they're careless or not, they were born with that intuition of dominating, right? And because they were born with that power in them, they want their woman to be humble,
okay.
right?
So when you say humble, let's touch a little bit on humble. Are you talking to the point where they can just step on you or what? How humble? How humble?
Well, again, if you try to figure out the dominant one, the lion in the jungle, you see how he treats his inhabitants, okay? He's the lion. So he wants to be the ruler over his kingdom. And that's the nature of especially our Black men.
Right.
Okay, our Black men are alpha guys.
Right.
They're of alpha nature. Okay. So they want their woman to listen to them. Now, this is what the white girl and most other culture have, that we Black women need to put in place, that I think, okay? And a lot of us would say, I'm not gonna do that. It makes me seem like I'm gonna bow to this, you know what? And crazy.
Right.
When me talk, if him chat, I go chat back to him, and if he want lick me, I go nick him down too. And you know the thing, right? You know, give me no money, no food, no cook. Okay. Where especially the white girl, trust me, whether he wants to give her money or not, he's gonna give it to her.
Right.
Because she's gonna be the most pretentious.
Because I have a question for you.
Pretentious, humble person that you can ever think. Right? He don't want to give her his money and all of that. His house is nasty and filthy. But when he comes through the door, trust me, she's meeting him at the door. You know? When she sees his face and she knows and smell him coming from the other woman and it's killing her inside, she goes, baby, are you okay? You have a nice day today?
So
You
don't
know?
you think that's a counter play because she probably doing her thing on the side too?
Sis, but you know that queen, you know that they hardly ever be devotive, you know, but they know how to play the game, and that's the culture though.
And we're not
They
saying
were-
all. Just let us put a disclaimer out there for those who are listening. This is our views, not necessarily the views of anybody or Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring. And we're not saying all people, and we're probably talking some of our what we're saying is based on our own experiences or what we have seen. So just to put that out there.
That's right. And to tell you the truth, they will have the black girl who will do the same for them.
Right.
And they still think because now of what they would say clematizing, I'm used to her, right? I'm used to her, you know, so she's not going anywhere. She's not gonna do this, she's not gonna do that, you know, so I can just treat her anyway, you know, I don't have to take this serious about her trying to be humble to me or you know, respect me and whatever. I can still have 20 girls. Brainwash. When the same other culture that is doing it, because he don't know that culture very well, so he have to take them at their face value. He's not sure whether or not they would stay with him if he should disrespect them or diss them, in other words, as we call it. You see what I mean? So it all comes down to when Jesus Christ of Nazareth was going around, it was said that he has no he didn't get the regard that he should in his own in his own country. You get what I mean? Because they know him born as a child, whatever. Who is him talking about? Jesus Christ? I don't believe that. The one from the neighborhood communities now, they accept him, they appreciate him. And this is the world that we are in today, you know, where it's a real struggle for us. Never mind, sis.
Yes.
We are some tough women. We ain't taking no bull crap.
I know.
You see what I mean? And we're going to show them that, you know, and it doesn't land us safely.
Right. All right. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break and then come right back into that. And then we also would like to talk about passing down the cultures to the children if there are children involved as well in the relationship. So guys, we just want to thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in for the first time, we appreciate you. We're going to take a quick break and we will be right back right here on Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring.
Yeah, man, this is Cleopatra. It's a mess of the queen. It's a mess. Invigorates and inspired. It's a mess. Yeah, man, she came and she saw. Yeah, she was a coward, but she conquered. It's a mess. It's a come join. The inspiration and the edification. It's a mess with the tips of humor. It's a mess. Endorsed by ladies. It's a mess. Uplifting and inspiring, you know. This is original Little Kirk. Say, hey, Cleopatra, them can't hold it down no time. Good over evil. Set it! And it never yet pets it. Hey, the beauty queen, you know, straight, you know. Cleopatra, whoa, oh, oh, yeah. Most I bless you, oh. True, beauty queen. Done them in the scene now, yeah. Cleopatra, tell them, them can't hold Pacha down. You see the most I alone him with a triple crown. You can't hold Cleopatra down. She keep burning them with words, powers and a sound. You can't hold Pacha down. At this a serious thing, this at no merry-go-round. No merry-go-round. Them can't hold her down, yeah. Check it out, you see the most I clear our path right now, session and just a shot of yourself, yeah. Him give her a clean hands and up.
Greetings and blessings. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Brother Madu, and I'm here simply to endorse something I became a part of. It's a program called Uplifting and Inspiring. And the words that grabbed me was the bit which says, your concerns concern us, together we conquer. This is a live program that is hosted by an African queen called Cleopatra, right? Where she discusses and talks to people who does exactly that, uplift and inspire. So tune in to all the social media platforms. It's Sundays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Support the thing, because I believe in this new rearranged world, when people are doing anything that uplifts and inspires, it needs to be supported. So Brother Madu, aka Father Soji, from the Qualitex crew, fully endorses this program. Check it out. Uplifting and inspiring. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, this is Cleopatra. It's a mess with the queen. It's a mess. Invigorates and inspired. It's a mess. Yeah, man, she came and she saw. Yeah, she was a couple.
All right. Thank you so much for